I'm Lloyd Damien. I'm from I grew up in the United States. I moved to Sweden about 6 years ago. My background, education-wise, is in urban planning and environmental science. And I worked in that field for a few years, but I soon found it wasn't really what I wanted to do. And and my partner and myself started a interior design and architecture business that we had for a number of years. We really enjoyed doing that, but decided that we were going to semi-retire and move to Sweden. And when that took place, I knew that I was making a big change, and I wanted to kind of reinvent myself and my art as well. And so from that point on, my art has been my primary income, but also my primary, my job. I've been painting for about 20 years, but full time for about 7 now. I work primarily in acrylic paints, and I don't have a lot of patience, so oil and I don't get along very well. But I have started to integrate oils into my paintings as well. I really look for different ways of mixing materials, so things that don't really play well together. When I'm painting, I think of that because my inspiration comes from nature, primarily from color and recognizing place. That's probably my biggest influence, is why I notice one place, whether it be in nature, an urban setting, or even indoors, but I don't notice other places that are equally beautiful or even more so. And I'm finding that most of that is maybe it's from a past experience. It could be the combination of a number of things that brings feeling. My process is primarily reactionary, and I know it's a word that everybody uses, but because of me being a self-taught artist, I think that for me, I have no background as far as a systematic way in which you're supposed to paint. And for me, I really react to what's happening on the canvas. I begin with an idea from maybe it's a feeling or something going back to the nature perspective. But from there, I don't bring in that space or that place that I noticed. I try to bring in what the feelings were there. And I'm finding that a lot of it has to do with color. And it also has to do with a lot of historical background. I put myself on the canvas, and a lot of that is internal. And I hope my primary goal when I paint is that I put myself on the canvas, and the benefit is that somebody sees what I'm doing and it resonates with them in their own specific way. I think for me that I have a number of different styles, not a number, I have a few different styles that I work with. And it's mostly, it's a little bit more, one is a little more nature, one is a lot more abstract, very abstract paintings. And then another is one that kind of combines the two. And for me, I find myself, I work, on a few paintings at a time, and I find myself that my mood directs me into the direction in which I'm going to paint. And so I think that how I feel is represented in what painting I'm going to paint. And maybe I'm in a good mood, or maybe it's happy, sad, or just the music I'm listening to, or the stillness or the quietness in the studio. It directs me to one of the paintings that I'm working on, and that's how I work. I think there's 2 aspects of my paintings. One is because I work on a larger scale, that one of them is there's a lot going on a painting if you get up close and you look at the details. And that's something that people can appreciate. But also when you step back and you look at it from afar, I think people get a different perspective of the paintings, and also a bigger view of what I'm trying to project on the canvas.